Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehaven Age of Wonders 4. The time has come for the first full playthrough of Rise from Ruin. And the victor of the poll was the Killer Rabbit of Kerbanog. But I'm putting my finger on the scale to elevate the very close second place, Deathwing, the Shattered Aspect. My boy has been on a number of polls since the release of the video game, and I figured there was no better time to whip out Deathwing than in a realm racked by the Cataclysm. And I actually made a custom realm ahead of time. We are going to Cataclysmic Azeroth. This realm has been destroyed, and we're going to do our best to claim control of it. Now, my goal is for Cataclysm victory, but if the artifacts just fall into my hands right away, then I'll just hold on to them and we'll go for like something else. So I don't want to end on like turn 50 or 60 again. So this realm is Lava Lakes. Instead of using a barren realm, when Deathwing sundered Azeroth, lava popped out everywhere. And now we can actually annex Lava Domain, which is perfect for Deathwing's aesthetic. There are no climate traits, no inhabitant traits, and no presence traits. The Cataclysm comes from, not this one, the Echoes of the Fracturing. If you've not seen it, these are a special fated region, there are 4 of them, that talk about the past and the present of the Fracturing, which caused the Cataclysm. We gain artifacts when completing the fated regions, which grant us varying control over the Cataclysm that ravages the realm. Once we get 3 of them, that leads to Cataclysm victory, or some other things we can do with them. Fated regions are, of course, affected by the Word of Fate. There are 2 above ground and 2 undergrounds. This realm also has Barren and Fractured, so handcrafted regions containing sand and astral barrens are common, and ruined ancient wonders such as the Wither Tree are more common. We will not be able to restore the Wither Tree, I don't believe. But hey, we can have it. This realm has a wondrous past. The realm of Warcraft is so vast in its lore that I'm sure I'm going to miss a few things. And I'm going to try Might Makes Right. This is a free city trait that I haven't used before, but it kind of makes sense. The world has been basically destroyed. The free cities that remain, and I'm just going to leave free cities as like free cities on a normal state, because, you know, the world's been destroyed, but people survived. Azeroth is a home to durable people. This makes it so that conquering free cities grants 10 allegiance with other free cities, vassals gain +2 allegiance level when first vassalized through conquest, and Whispering Stone strength is reduced by 15%. We'll also begin with the unstable astral flow. The astral flow through this realm is tumultuous. So this means that all world map spells and combat spells have a base 20% chance to backfire. Now, normally backfiring is only associated with the Cataclysm, and only becomes more of a deal as we get stronger, you know, as it raises in intensity. But we're going to have a baseline of 20. So that's going to be fun and hilarious, probably. We are playing on brutal difficulty with challenging plus combat AI. We're going to give them a good old fighting chance. There will be high world threats. We will leave the Marauder and free cities at regular challenging. You'll have a high intensity, of course, for our happenings. For the game flow, we're just going to have a normal game speed, default research speed, and normal starting conditions. We will allow all of this fun stuff. I have turned off Allied Victory. There are no allies in the end of all things. We will retain endless unit ranks. I think this is really fun. The hero resurgence is all whatever. I enjoy it personally. And now, it is time to create our Deathwing. I've actually already made him. If Future Fate could do me a favor and throw up the anti-spoilers. This is our Deathwing.
What is your
Deathwing has been sundered. For my fellow WoW nerds who played during the Cataclysm, this is at the very end of Cataclysm. The world's soul, the final boss, Deathwing's form has been unraveled. But he, in desperation, in his death throes, destroyed the heroes of Azeroth. Destroyed the heroes of Azeroth and the aspects that dared to oppose him. So he's all matters of screwed up. And he was left to die by his dark master. But he didn't. And his blood infected a nearby vermin folk who were there for some reason. Don't ask too many questions. The reason to do vermin folk, they are strong. They are herbivores. This is my first time using herbivores. And they are athletics. Now, in this patch, they did change how movement speed works. So a lot of the mount-related traits have had their numbers adjusted. The flying ones are still 3 points. Every other mount type is 2. Mount masters and athletics is 1. Athletics doesn't really add a lot, because I believe the base combat speed is 6. This makes it 5, so you can move a little bit more. We'll see how we feel. See how I like it, you know? I want to try it out.
What is that?
We are the Nomad Conquerors. So not only are we a unique city that can maneuver about and go over-harvest nodes, our cities also take more food to expand. We can annex, pillage enemy province to gain draft, production, and gold through aggressive expansion. Pillaging provinces grants food, and movement grants units empowering momentum. This is our combat buff, or mechanic. After moving at least 3 hexes, we gain momentum until the end of the turn. A target with momentum inflicts 20% damage with their attacks, and their support abilities heal plus 20% temporary points. Very nice. We want to be very mobile.
What
Out and
defines
about.
their society?
Our society traits. We have the prolific swarmers, which is just easy peasy. Our cities require less food for growing. Our racial tier 1 units have +1 rank, and non-magic origin units require minus 20% base unit upkeep, which is fantastic. We're not going to have a lot of those. We also begin with an extra tier 1 unit, which is all well and good. But what you're really here for, the spice. It's Chosen Destroyer time. I played with this once, a long time ago, with the Archaon of the Ever Chosen playthrough, and I had a really hard start. I think it has been buffed by then, so let's see if we can make it happen. Raising cities grant a permanent plus 40 gold, plus 40 mana, and plus 40 knowledge income for every 3 population of the city that was raised. We cannot obtain new cities, and conquer cities can only be raised. We suffer minus 300 relations with all 3 cities, and minus 300 empire relations with all 3 empires, and we are, of course, evil. So yes, we are going to have one singular city. Our base, our starting camp, is all we're working with.
Choose your first
That's it.
tome of magic.
We are, of course, beginning with the new Tome of the Warband for combat prowess.
Ruler's origin.
And Deathwing, the World's Breaker,
Yourself.
is a Dragon Lord. And is he not beautiful? These are all of the new customizations that are available in the Pantheon. They're basically just copy-pastes of the Shadow Dragon. And I did what I could to make it so you could actually see, like, the wings, the corruption here. And this, remember, this is Deathwing that has been unraveled. So he doesn't have his adamantine plate. And his body is like lava, kind of. I did what I could. Our race, as these are vermin that have been infected with our blood, they are, of course, Gigachads. That's why they're the Orcoid model. And they are riding scorpions. Isn't that fun?
Your journey begins.
We are the Shattered Aspect, Deathwing, the World Breaker that leads the draconic vermin from the Maelstrom. And we are a duelist. I wasn't sure what else to make here. And a Dragon Lord that's a duelist is gonna be pretty spicy once I find a ruler to slay and put in my pockets. Gonna be good times. And of course, I am the Cataclysm. Let us begin. Welcome to Azeroth, or what remains of it. Oh, this land looks pretty nice. We even have a lava next to us if we wanted to go straight into it, which we don't. We begin with Swift Strike Blessing. This is a Conqueror combat spell. Target-friendly unit that has action points remaining and another within 3 hexes gains empowering momentum for 1 turn and fortune for 3 turns. Okay. And the Commander's Call, which is a 1 hex radius temporary heal and morale boon. The winds roar with hunger. This realm is being affected by the devouring winds. The breeze siphons and redirects magic from everything it passes through. Should a great surge of magic flood it, the winds would wreak havoc, bringing dire consequences for spellcasters and the landscape of the realm. Casting world map spells will build up to a cataclysm, but perhaps there are ways to mitigate the crisis. Both Wind and Wanderers whispers the same tales, legends of a world-shattering calamity long past, like literally 5 minutes ago. These tales speak of places where devouring energies converge, lands that existed long before the fracturing. The nomadic tribes of Cataclysmic Azeroth, they are forbidden territory, perilous places full of secrets best left undiscovered. Each fable tells of an artifact of immense power and arrogance, and of a legend claiming that whoever unites three will be able to heal the world or rule it. Whether you seek the origin or the power of the fractures, you will find what you covet in the fated regions. Welcome to the Maelstrom, our one and only city. I am an enjoyer of mentorship. I actually win all of this, I think. These are all pretty fantastic. We'll start with mentorship because that's just an empire bonus. We just get it immediately. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to cast any spells. We don't have to recruit anything. Easy, easy. Now, our starting units. We have a Dustweaver. Fantastic. We have a healer. I love it. Now, the Dustweaver is very similar to the Dustweaver of the Scavenger culture, except that instead of inflicting blind, he inflicts burning. And he, of course, has the Weave momentum to grant Empower momentum instead of looting off the floor. And of course, we still have the pole healing. We have the Wind Warrior. I believe this is exactly the same. Of course, it has Empower momentum instead of looting. And our special tier 1 unit is the Raider. This is a shock unit that has a shock attack. Nice. So there are actually 2 shock units for this culture, and that's because it just goes well with them. They gain damage as they travel per hex, and then Empower momentum triggers if you trigger at least 3. Stacking on top of the charge damage, I imagine it'll get a little out of control. We also have Slip Away and Fire Momentum. While we have Momentum, attacks inflict guaranteed burning. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat. And here is Deathwing. I forgot to mention he is a warrior, because no time for magic. Spellblade also would work for him. You just go fire and then, down the increasing melee and magical attack damage. But I wanted warrior because Killing Momentum does great things for Dragon Lords. It's incredible. Our unique building is the Raider Tents. This is a food structure. While the city shares a border with another empire or free city, we gain 10 gold and 10 food. It speeds up city growth. How so? Besides just the food? Well, I usually like to start with a workshop. And I think that's what we'll start with. We're like a farm. I would love a farm. Also, our scouts, the Dune Riders, are the same as the Dune Riders for the Scavengers. They have warfare training, so they count as both range units and scouts. Someone asked what the big deal with this is. The big deal is, first of all, they have regular tier 1 range damage scaling. Scouts usually have a little bit less damage output than regular ranged or battle mage units. And they share opening shot with our Strider, our actual archer unit, and they will be affected by any ranged enchantments. So they're actually useful little buggers, and they're going to come with me. So we're going to pump out another one to go do some scouting. And it looks like we're going to have to bonk this unit right here. This poor little baby dragon. We don't have any spells to cast here. Nope. Okay. We're going to fly over here and show them what's what. You know what? I'll do this battle myself. It's the first battle of the series. Let's take in the glory of Deathwing for ourselves. Now, if you haven't, I have Consume Flora on Deathwing. Okay, great. If you haven't been keeping up with things, this icon may surprise you. The Wyvern Fledgling is now a magic fighter. This is a new type of unit that was introduced in the Scorpion update because they have reworked how defense and resistance works. Defense will now block all damage from melee and physical ranged attacks. It doesn't matter what type of damage they deal. It will be blocked if it's from those categories. I started with the charge claw. Oh, I started with the wrong weapon. Well, should have paid more attention to that. I think this is the base claw. I wanted I think it's called the war claw. Basically, I wanted to be a shock unit with Deathwing, but alas, poor Warlock. And Resistance will now... Do you have this momentum thing? You do? Okay, yeah, I definitely won't. Resistance will now reduce all damage from magic. Battle mages supports these melee fighters. You name it, it'll do it. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be able to move here, but that's fine. Oh, we still have this, don't we? We do, cool. We can top up our HP here. Oh yeah, because we had the momentum, I healed for more. It's fun. Okay. So basically they added a magic fighter to add another source of magic damage for melee enjoyers. Oh! Okay. I also should mention that these guys were mythic. They were added to the mythic pool. It's like their evolved version, and they deal magic damage. No, they don't. Melee base. I thought they dealt magic damage. Is it just the big boy dragons, or do they undo it? Well, anyway, that sucked. I hated that. What's a man to do? Besides laments. Oh. Oops, I picked the wrong unit. I thought that this was the shock unit. I was so taken aback by what I just bore witness to. Oopsies. Ah, well. Hate to see it. Surely... Okay, just swiped. It's okay, game. Game? Okay. So yeah, the young dragons are a little spooky now. I'm surprised. I thought it did magic damage. Maybe it's just the main one. The actual dragons. Don't worry, we have another scout coming to replace the one we just lost. Now we can get our raider tents. Deathwing. Oh, he can't quite make it. I was gonna say Deathwing can get to this. But we have met the Spire of Solace. Sir Gakota Miraculous of the Free City Spire of Solace regards you with unveiled suspicion. So, the proud citizens of Spire of Solace meet with a shattered aspect. We suggest you approach us blue dragonflight spoilers with caution, or you will find we do not bow as easily as your draconic vermin. Okay. 10% chance of war? No, I think there's a 100% chance of war. I think here we'll find there is a big chance of war. A tremendous chance of war. Oh, let's see where we're on the map. We are in the bottom corner. Fantastic. We're going to slurp up the corner and move on. Let's see. Ooh, the Battle Mage Helm. Magic attacks deal 10% more damage. As a dragon, I cannot wear a hat. Additionally, we want to hold items in our loot hoard here to gain gold income. Because, of course, Deathwing has... I can probably take that. Let's do with our infestation first. We'll get some loot. We'll heal up. We'll grab our new scouts. Probably boost it. Boost indeed. Cool. This infestation will give us some loot, and we can kind of get a better picture of what we're dealing with. Now, I believe that lava doesn't have any nodes for the nomads. So, like, as far as over-harvesting is concerned, lava's not great. However, lava does allow you to produce, mines and conduits and what have you. So they're good things to grab for income, even though they do not allow you to overharvest. Also, probably should have mentioned this, there's now passive experience. Every unit gets 10 experience per turn. And we are going to augment that with this mentorship we're getting, which will make it so while army leader, the non-hero unit with the least experience in the army gains 40 experience per world map turn. You can min-max that if you want to, but it's probably not really worth it. Just let it go where it may. So as a warrior, we have this big old tree here in the center. Our end game is killing momentum. This is magnificent for dragons. But we're going to get there eventually. We're going to start with the tail swipe, because tail swiping is very good. And we're going to start with this before it evolves, I think. What else? Empire skill is available. The Call to Chaos. So Call of Chaos, it says here, doesn't work on fractured infestations. So the special infestations that will be spawning soon, TM, will not benefit Call of Chaos. We could still get it just for the memes. As the Nomad culture, you don't spend a lot of Imperium on building cities. And as a Chosen Destroyer Nomad culture, we don't spend any on building cities. So that's something. That is something indeed. I think we can just auto this one. Perfect. Pegasus mount. Very nice. Add it to the collection. Our horde grows. As you can see, we are now over-harvesting this pasture. Wrong button. So this pasture is being over-harvested to become an essence for our glorious city that will just stick with us wherever we go, wherever yonder we please. This is what? A silver tongue? Okay, it's a little spooky, I think. I don't know why I keep thinking you have a spell to cast. I know we have a city to conquer. We basically want to... Normally you want to expand to nodes anyway, just because, more resources, more good. But as the nomads, we want to expand onto nodes as fast as humanly possible to start over-harvesting as fast as humanly possible. You can spend Imperium to speed it up. It costs 10 per remaining turn, and it will just cut it in half. So if we spent the 90 Imperium here, this would go down to... Would it be 4 or 5? I'm actually not sure. But you get the point. I think you get the picture. We're also going to be spending a lot of Imperium. We'll start with the... I need a farm for this, don't I? I have a farm. Ooh, there's a brigand camp over there. I think we can do this. We can cast some magic as well if we are feeling a little frisky. It's a risky battle. What does the AI do? Maybe I can just sit back and relax and... Let's sit back and relax and see how the AI does. I've enjoyed this. I remember this came from just a comment who was like... Okay. It was basically just, if you're ever curious to see how the AI did things... Oh, look, they're using the flora. Allows them to eat stuff. It heals them. More importantly than anything else, but it looks like they're using it for the buffs. I believe it's a random buff that you get. And they're just like, you can just, you can just watch the AI if you want to. I'm like, you know what? That's great. You can do that. Instantly condemned. Of course, naturally. Good graze on the scouts. Okay. Not too shabby. Did we cast a spell? Maybe. Our cultural buff is pretty good. I wonder if the AI is prioritizing getting momentum. Do not tail swipe a single... That's fine. We'll build the Warclaw. We'll accept my mistake as a moment of weakness. Deathwing has pulled himself... Pulled himself out of the Maelstrom. Barely clinging to life. He's going to flail at his enemies for a little bit before he returns to his One-Punch Man routine. It's called the Warclaw, right? I believe it is. The Armored Claw makes him like a shield unit, and the Dragon Claw is just a repeating attack. Holy damage. We breathe a single unit. It's fine. It's fine. Good miss. I don't know how it missed, but good miss. The Raider is not taking a lot of damage. That must be the one that barely survived. Have we not gotten a backfire yet? Wow. Our unit returns to us. 23 damage from a scout. Also, the dragon... The grown-up dragons might do magic damage, but the dragon lords do not. They still do physical damage. I'm not sure if it's their intent to change that. But they may someday. Who knows? He did 5 because there's nothing left of him. So does the AI just not let him go? I mean, I can press this button, but... Alright, that's how the AI won. Not too shabby. I guess if I've learned a lesson here, it's just start eating things. Whether that things be people, or... I don't think we want to... Ooh, there's a forge over here. Has someone been moving? What? Surely I'm not already encountering a player on a large map. A very large map. Surely not. This is my corner. You can't have it! Oh, it's a sky! It's one of those! Mentorship is in, so as I mentioned, this is an Empire bonus. It just comes to us. The Watchful Eye provides vision in 3x radius from the province center. Oh. Enemy units in this province suffer marks. This is a world map spell. Interesting. Also, Enchanted Crow Companion. Yeah, that might be good. Am I really about to shuffle? Yes. Lock. The Wayfinder enchantment was changed. This makes it so scouts never die when they are routed in combat, and they return 2 turns sooner. Because the movement change made it so everyone has 40 movement except the scout, who has 48. So this is a lost soul. Of course, this is from the Throne of Blood. You can sense their presence. Not one, not two, but an amalgamation of ghosts, all talking at the same time. Stop them! Help us! Our flesh, our souls, consumed. One of the voices tears itself free from the amalgam. They are trying to create it, the essence of life, the tincture, the stone of immortality. Then as one, they speak again. One to turn lead to gold, one to turn death into life. But magic demands a cost, and it was us. The voices shout for you to follow them. Will you find the origin of their suffering? Okay. Well, this is a fuck no. Should I leave this for now and come back? I think I'm going to leave this for now and come back. Thank you, Scout. I'll take 38 knowledge. It instantly went into my domain. Are you serious? Are you awake? No, okay. So we need to build up strength to take this on. Actually, I'm pretty confident we can take it. We'll build a couple scouts, see if we can get back to our domain to heal to full, and then take it on. I should be having this scout go down here to see if this is a free pickup or if something's on it. We could also expand to this gold node. I wanted to expand towards the city for our buff, but I might just go to this gold node. Mana wouldn't be bad. Oh! Okay, cool. So now we're healing. Is this... It is occupied, okay. That's an annoying stack, but we can kill it. And Deathwing has leveled up. Now the real question is not a question. We are going to get the improved Dragon Breath. It's going to be a cone. This is the superior breath. Also, Deathwing is a Materium Dragon because he is the Earth Warden. Well, was the Earth Warden. But don't worry, there will be plenty of fire and flames. We carry on, you know? Okay, so how's our army looking? Besides this one guy, it's a little wounded, but I think we want to hit this right now. All on the floor, hit that, you know? We will grab a Wind Warrior now. We can start building a second stack. We are going to have a hero in 3 turns. There's a very special hero that we're going to get. You know what? How's the AI do? Okay. The AI completely dies. Let's see if I can do better. Good news, they're all daggering. Bad news, I think Deathwing's dead. Okay, they went for the scout. Losing a scout is no big deal. Excellent damage reduction from the team. See, this is very noticeable. The rework. I think Deathwing is dead though. Miss, raise. Oh, and they died. Okay, hold on. Oh, now that he has fortune, I don't want to shoot the stupid bug. I want to shoot the big boy. Okay, here you go. Recharge here. It did explode on Deathwing. Doth mine eyes deceive me? Oh! Here we go. A random negative status effect. Insanity. The worst fucking possible one. They both rolled it? I went from killing this guy this turn to losing... I might be losing a lot here, actually. Because he's still insane. He's going to go kill Deathwing. Wait. Infectious insanity? It could have been any debuff. Any. Alright, I'm restarting. I had this on lock. I'm sure I'll try to edit this the best I can. I'm not going to accept a random double infectious insanity from a backfire killing me. I'm not going to accept that. Nope. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. No. You can't make me. So, instead, I'm going to go ahead and just repeat my initial actions where I ate a few plants. Got a bit of a vegetarian diet. And we are going to group up near the front. There was a bit of luck involved, so I'm a little sad that I'm reloading here, but I lost from one bad backfire. So I think we're going to chill on the whole backfire front. I think I'm going to hold this heal. We can have this guy come in from the rear, I suppose. The goal is to get the scouts to kind of pummel the boss, so I do want some of them over here. These are our ranged DPS, and they will prove fantastically. Okay. They've congregated this time. I don't know how I feel about that. So should we congregate? What if we're a little more spread out? How will the AI feel about that? Okay, he's coming in. He siphoned Lessered on Deathwing. Just for the record. Heroes count as tier 5 units for the purpose of that. Things like Siphon Lesser and Legendary Slayer and all that crap. Or Rank Slayer, rather. Okay, he's been affected with a Blood Parasite. That's probably fine. So... I'm a little worried about all this. I kind of want to run it down with Deathwing. Because we can do this. Oh. Not quite as good as I thought it was. There we go. It's actually perfection. Because we're a Materium Dragon, we inflict bleeding with our breath. We can go here, and we are going to... I could... If I do this with Deathwing, I don't know what direction he's going to be facing. If he's facing this way, it's probably fine. If he's facing towards me, it's not good. I could Science it, I suppose. Okay, that's fine. You go in defense mode. We can bring you as well, for what it's worth. I'm now terrified to press this button. Do we bring you up? So with the rework here, these mages, which do physical damage, in the previous patch, that would have been blocked by defense. But in this patch, it's blocked by resistance because it's a magical attack. So putting Deathwing in the shield wall and the warding, is actually very good. Okay. Let's see what madness happens. Dagger. Dagger. Shots. Shots. Kaboom. Slip away. Ooh, he's going in. Oh, he's going in. Okay. All right. I will admit, my positioning is left a little bit to be desired. Unfortunately, okay, so my positioning has left a lot to be desired. I think we're going to go for a shoot here. This is not a tail swipe. No, there's no tail swipe here. I think we just send Deathwing over here. I mean, I could single target tail swipe, and that actually would have been quite effective there. So you're in the way. If we... I don't actually think this does friendly fire, which is sort of something. If we pull you here, he gets one swing. It does not do friendly fire. Okay. Good to know. You have a shot. You have a shot. We can go in with a charge. And then it's you. So you're going to charge here. This cancels your retaliation, so you can shoot in. Unfortunately, that's not going to kill, but it is what it is. Now, if I were feeling spicy, we would look for a... Look for this. Okay. There, where it's not going to happen again. It can't. It can't. It physically cannot happen again. Can't heal myself, can I? No. I could pull. But why would I? We can give you momentum. I think we're going to do a positional trick here. Although... yeah, so here's what we're going to do. This should pull him forward. Perfect. And then we can bring you here. And now I don't think he can get to the healer. He can still run away and siphon if possible. Oh, nope. Holy shit! Dagger of the Right. That's a choice. I probably still... nope. Oh. Wow. 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 Wow, 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 wow. Chance to fumble. He's coagulating out of his mind. Okay. I want to make sure that Deathwing has an angle to tail swipe here. Because if he goes right here, you tail swipe and kill him. Oh! Okay. Scary fight. We lost the Wind Warrior and a Raider. I hate this. This is going to be in our Horde for all eternity. The last cultist falls. Blood and flesh are consumed by the ritual's circle, completing the rite. As the fallen are absorbed into the blood sigil, a crimson energy erupts. Waves surge outward, swirling into a violent vortex. With each turn, it contracts, condensing into a scarlet anomaly. It calls to you. It is power, raw and unbound, waiting to be shaped. The energy lies before you, awaiting transmutation by your will. So we can form some blood glass in the area. We can do the good boy thing, which we are not going to do. Or we can get the Immortality Stone, which gives us Undying. Not bad, but it does require an Item Forge and 2 Archon Blood. Both things I don't possess, so we're going to just make blood glass. Oh, you're kidding me. Really? Really? Alright, well, we're going to have to take a moment to just let that go. You'd think it'd be cleared blood glass, but nope. Provinces that will be struck by the next Cataclysm become visible. So this is the Cataclysm up here. I suppose we can talk about it when I press the intern button. This is the Cataclysm. As we press spells in the overworld, the casting points of that spell adds to the meter. Each meter filled is 1,100 casting points. With 9 players, that is going to fill up lightning fast. We'll be back for this, I guess. We're probably going to go to the cap. We're probably going all the way up. Now, because we already have 20% backfire, which I got to be honest, I'm already regretting pressing that, but I wanted to see what it does. Suffering is what it does. We could put this here, but we can't get the blood glass yet. So instead, we're going to grab this node. And we're going to make it a forester, I think. Just for the purpose of boosting. And we'll go to Tier 2. Tier 2 is our actual units. Why? What is this? Oh. There's the actual... Oh, these were already here. Duh. These were showing... I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you here already? This is our Tier 3 unit. We'll get to him when we get to him. Which will probably not be this episode. But it might. Who knows? Bread for War is in, and it is time for our next research, which will be the Lieutenants. We can also cast this spell. Now, when you trigger the Cataclysm, everyone gets grievances against you. But as we are... Do I want to do this? I'm thinking about this. I was saying, as we are chosen destroyers, everyone's going to hate us anyway. I mean, I can hold on to the spell. We can cast it and not actually just cast it. That could work. So tier 1 units getting 100% experience from combat. We're going to grab that. And we're also going to grab military engineering. Outposts. We, of course, are not going to use outposts to make cities because we can't. However, we can still use outposts to take control of wonders, magical materials, what have you. Also, in the Blint mini campaign, there's a hero there. We were able to overharvest wonders. That is because we were scavengers. As the conquerors, we cannot do that. Spirit Hawk. A Spirit Hawk is a magic fighter, so it could be fun. I bring this guy out to just go explore. We are in our domain healing. That's what we want to be doing. Working on tier 3, working on our raider. All is well. We're going to go bonk this next. I think this fight will be easier than this fight. Bloody hell. We might just go for a numbers overall. This should be easy. I'm going to let it go. Because I have a scout right here to bring back. Congratulations. You've been hired. We might as well build the Wizard Tower. Even though we're not using Imperium for building cities, we are still using Imperiums. We get our first aspect, and we are pretty much just Chaos. We are dedicated to the Chaos life. This will give us more hit points, more defense, more resistance, and 20% critical hit chance, as well as Searing Strikes. Which I do want, but I want this first. Quicken Breath and Defensive Swipe. We're done with Dragonlord. Congratulations. And we can get a hero. Now, when it came to making these heroes, I only made 2 heroes for myself. Everyone else got 1 hero, except for another person who got 2 as well. I didn't go too deep into this. Do we want a support unit, or do we want our elitists? It was funny thinking about this, because as Chosen Destroyer, the governor doesn't matter. You know? Like, I guess we'll take Benedictus. He'll be useful later. This is a support unit joining us, and as an instructor, he is going to help people level up eventually. But first, things first. Archbishop Benedictus was a student of Alonsus Fowl, one of the greatest priests to walk Azeroth, and he took his place as head of the Church of the Light upon his passing. The First, Second, and Third Wars all tested Benedictus's faith in the light, but the final breaking point was during the invasion of Outland, when servants of the Twilight Hammer planted doubt in his mind. The old gods showed him visions of the future, and the hour of twilight that is now upon them. In that future he did not see destruction, but liberation. Although Deathwing was but a pawn of the same former master, the Twilight Father remains at his side to see how the Shattered Aspect will reshape the world now that they have both been abandoned. There is no good, no evil, no light. There is only power. So Benedictus, the Twilight Father, was a character, a boss in Dragon Soul, one of the first ones, and he was actually in Stormwind from pretty much Classic up until then, in the church, and he was a betrayer. Well, from BC on, pretty much. I don't know why, but this fight always stuck in my head. I always liked this character. And I need a healer, so what do you know? Okay. Is this an Awakener? This tier 3 unit? Is that what did me in? It is an Awakener on a chariot of undead horses. Okay. So the Awakener has the Exposing Light, which is terrifying. It's gonna bonk me, probably. Do we need to do any healing? Dude, no. No, because I can just eat the plants. I wonder what the, I mean, besides being, you know, locked in animations, I wonder if the play is to eat the plants just for the YOLO buff, or to actually use them for healing. You know? I don't know. Mayhaps. So my goal is probably to get on the Awakener as fast as possible. You know what? We'll triple speed this one. I don't see much need not to. They're really gonna go over here, aren't they? She can blast me if she wants to, but I don't think she will. Beautiful thing about this is we can eat these. If we were in Sunless terrain, we could eat the thorns as well, but I don't believe we can eat the Astral Baron's bad thing, because it's not a plant. Okay. I'm gonna get on the Awakener. With this units and this unit. Kind of annoying. But we'll make it work. So I gave Benedictus the Wanderer staff, which is fun. Oop. Alright. We could have come across an interesting problem where I was so focused on killing the Awakener that I put myself in a terrible position for everything else. We'll see, though. Ow. Well, it was nice knowing you, Spirit Hawk. I think we're okay. Really? None of this kills? Okay, we'll type both of them. Ah. That poor little Wind Warrior. Lesser Spirit Shield. I gotta be honest, I'm not sure there's anything lesser about that. Good job, Benedictus. You may have betrayed the Alliance, but you've always done right by me. Okay. That was still 10 damage. I mean, that is a scout. Worth noting. So again, we come to the curious question. Should I have saved the plant eating for later? Or is this just whatever? Do we just accept it? is our reality. Wow, that opening shot is crazy. Goodbye, Spirit Hawk. The Sapling of True Sight. Attack and debuff abilities ignore status resistance per stack of bleeding on the target. Okay. Because we inflict bleeding with our breath, that might actually be okay. Bread for War is ready, but we are not going to press it until this is done. Yeah, collected some remains. I could hold on to this, but I think we're going to end up selling it. Oh, here's our SPI. Plus 15 draft. Pillaging adjacent provinces takes -1 turn. Friendly units in this and adjacent provinces gain 15 hit points regeneration per world map, counts the Forester. Must be built on an annexed province. So this... that's actually going to be very helpful in the future. Not right now, but in the future. You know what? No, we can hold on to it until I need to sell it. I was going to say, selling that corpse boosts my thing for me, but we're chilling. We're going to wait and see if someone else boosts, triggers the Cataclysm. Oh, look at that. What a surprise. Someone did it. I'm shocked. My turn. So, Bread for War. This is going to make our culture, or give our culture plus 10 hit points, and they gain plus 10% morale resistance to morale loss, plus 10% for each adjacent friendly unit. It becomes harder to break us in combat. And we backfire. Your mana income is reduced by 20% for 3 turns. Okay. You hate to see it, but it is what it is. The troops of Spire of Solace stationed at the iron deposit seem to be observing the area whilst taking diligent notes. Suther runs up to your army as you your army approaches the iron deposit. You can feel it as well, no? A certain convergence of energies in the area. That must surely be why you came. Are you here to study this obviously magical location too? She gestures at you. Are you an expert in magical energy convergences? No. Our blades will converge with your hearts. That was actually really funny. Can I get back to the city? No. Okay. Well, you could top off, I suppose. Benedictus has leveled up. We're probably gonna have him hold our army for this, but first I need to get an actual useful spell for him. Do I get the AoE? I never get the AoE. I always go for the big boy heal. And I think because we have Deathwing, the big boy heal is warranted. After all, I have a big boy to big boy heal. Ba-dum-bum. Although, okay, we'll try the AoE. We'll try it. I feel like I should use this, but it's also a couple gold. Income, not just gold. Battlefield looting! We gain 3 gold per unit tier of units killed. Also, I just realized I could have been doing this. Good job. We are... Well, I have a healer. Do I need another Dust Reaver? No, I want a Strider. The Cataclysm did not strike anywhere near us, so I don't think we care at all about anything. Life is good. We're already at 40% backfire. Do we want to even bother casting spells? I really think the answer is no. A challenge passed from mouth to mouth catches your attention. Quayton the Ox proclaims himself a Dragonslayer, and you as his target. There are rumors that he killed dragons before. He is to be a hero who takes revenge for the terror inflicted by dragons throughout the ages. We should teach him a lesson, Shattered Aspect Deathwing the World Breaker, one of your subordinates says. You know Quayton the Ox location. Do you engage? Of course we do. The so-called hero will fall after this city, which has got a new stack. Okay. You know what? You know what? I think we'll wait on that. But if they get so... You're not like a... You're like a tier 1 city, aren't you? You're a tier 1 city! Hmm. 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 Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. 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 Yeah. I see how it is. Waiting for tavern or second farm. Who's got a farm for me? See, the problem is, this here. Then I can grab this, and then we can take this. Yeah. That's what we'll do. Alright, we're going north. Deathwing is fat and slow. Is my lieutenants? We need to be tier 2 to make him. We are tier 2. Okay, we'll grab this. I need to raise a city. That's what I need to do. That's what I would love to do. We have gotten our first essence, so now the city just produces plus 10 food. Provinces have been marked for the next Cataclysm, but we're not going to deal with that for a while. We're going to kill this guy. And maybe we kill... Team, I'm now so weak against this. I don't know how they got so strong so fast. Actually, I do know how. High world threat. I'm not going to lie to you. I know how. We got the essence production as well. Very nice. We're building the tavern for stability. And of course, the Whispering Sun is now doing its job slowly. That should have been in there from the moment that we spawned in. I also should have gone after this a lot sooner. I kind of dilly-dallied. Alright. This is a proclaimed Dragonslayer. We have to fight him ourselves. Of course. You can't just come in here and say you slay dragons and think that's going to be the end of that. Because it's not. I will fight you. And you will die. I thought I could eat the tree for some reason. Can I not? Are trees too big? Oh, what's this? Are you running around the distracted plant because it distracts you? Well, I have no such weakness. If I go here and sweep, tail swipe, like I want to, I just realized something so funny. Oh, I got stuck. Well, so anyway, I was going to go here with a shock unit. Because being on this would block the shock normally, but I can just eat it first. I don't know if the Wind Warrior can tank all that. Like, that's a mighty impressive haul. Don't distract me. I'm going to eat you. I could swipe here. I'm going to go for him. I'm going to eat this plant, get some bolstered defense. Not what I wanted, but it's what I got. I'm going to breathe on him. Oh no, I am condemned. Interesting. You've condemned me. Oh. Alrighty. Momentum. I could have shocked him. Oh well. I think I opened up the way through after eating everything. I don't think I could have initially shocked him. I made room. Okay. Watch, the hero has some sort of, like, messed up breath attack or something. My poor raiders. Nice swing. Ah! Well, I mean, that's not quite right. Oh no! Did you position like a fool? Oh no. Well, I can't be too mad because that's something I would do. You know? I would just mindlessly be like, oh yeah, this looks fun. And then, surprise, I'm dead. Well, anyway. Well. You know what? I'm just going to stab him. Shank. Well done, Benedictus. The helm. Not bad. Quayton the ox lies dead in the dirt. The fight is over. You bested him, but more could always follow. In the history of your kin, there are always Dragonslayers involved. In Athla, a world quite like this, dragons were hunted to extinction. You will not let that happen here. You need to send a signal. Your people look towards you expectantly as you ponder the fallen Dragonslayer. What do you do? We have the Evoker's Robe. Okay. We get to Imperium. 58. We could display his scorched body in your capital. No. Free level. Stability would be good. It's our only city. This would bring us to the next tier of stability. But this is a free level. Feast on his corpse. So I enjoy, even if we're going for a shock weapon, I enjoy grabbing Berserker to do more damage and gain more hit points, and then just running it down mid. Just raw stats for Deathwing. Know what I'm saying? And hopefully... Are we going to have any Shadow? I have the list right here. No, we're not. I was saying hopefully I can, you know, just get endless amounts of warriors. Or corpses. Heroes, which I suppose lead to corpses. But feed off the corpses of heroes for knowledge with Shadow Extraction, but... We get a Stonemason going. I could boost this Strider. Okay. Boosting is, you know, a questionable decision. But, I can be a questionable man. What can I say? I believe Benedictus leveled up. He did. Okay, we're going to grab Foraging Training before we do anything. And we will grab the Evoker's Robe for him. There's a bit of a duality we're going to be playing here between keeping items in the Dragon Horde and equipping people with stuff they can use, you know? It's a fine line that we're walking. We did get the Essence of Gold, which is fantastic. The city is actually, I wouldn't say running out of benefits. We can put this here, and now we can build the war camp. This is okay. I guess nothing crazy. But the good thing about building the war camp now is that in the future, when we pack up to go to a new place, we can instantly place it down when we unpack. So we can go find somebody and settle next to him and just instantly plop down the work. We're at level 3 already. Yo, chill. I'm in no room to talk. I need to get a scout to just go out and scout. Do scout things, you know? So I'm trying to build an army. Which, I mean, you know, that makes sense. I could even leave this free city. I think we're going to head... I mean, we can go here first. I think we're heading back home. And we're going to deal with these... Oh, there's a golden wonder. Ah, what happened to you? It's fine. Unfortunately. That's why you're in this stack, so you can heal, albeit very slowly. Chimes of Momentum is in. It's time for our second Tier 1 tome. This one might seem a little strange, but remember, the vermin have had the taste of dragon's blood. And Deathwing, well, we're at the end of all things, but he still is a dragon. And he will lead them through evolution.
The concept of evolution is a curious one. Take the lowly slither hatchling, whose pathetic form can barely survive even the kindest environment. Yet, when thrown into the fray, this creature adapts and changes into something more. Claim this power for yourself. Force inherent growth onto your people. After all, those who persist may survive. Those who evolve will reign.
So, the Tome of Evolution, I'm not sure how deep into this we're going to be going, but Youthful Rejuvenation was reworked. This is now a single target heal, where the target unit heals for 25 temporary hit points and gains 2 stacks of distinction, and if they are evolved or the product of evolution, which I think is a new tag, they gain resurgence until the end of combat, which is cool. That's fun. And of course, we can combat with the Slither Hatchling, but Draconic Vitality is really what we're here for. This is another minor racial transformation that will give us increased healing on the world map and plus 3 hit points per rank. And of course, remember, our units have endless leveling now. This is an endless potential of hit points. Also for our heroes, up to level 10, which is just plus 30 hit points. Unfortunately, that will not affect our Dragon Lord, good old Deathwing. But it is still... There is a freaking fire giant here. The House of Omens. Ooh. We might want to come up here with our next... Our impact. This is for our cultural units. We can cast this because the Cataclysm just struck. Nowhere near me, of course. Goated. We need to raise something. High world threat. Why'd I do this to myself? I will say, though... Ooh. Oh. I'll say in a second. Your steward insists that you hold a formal feast for your distinguished subjects. Unsurprisingly, the event is tedious and insipid. Guests wearing suffocating dresses and awkward robes sit at long tables, solemnly chewing bland meals. Troubadours play dull tunes reserved for refined banquets per tradition. A dancing bear has fallen asleep. A conjurer fruitlessly tries to retrieve his doves from the great hall's rafters. Someone sneezes, then promptly apologizes. It has fallen to you to add spice to this dreadful feast. How will you proceed? Well, unfortunately, I guess we'll just roll this to share our wines and ales, even though the world's at the end, I've shattered the world, and we're just a bunch of vermin. And failure. Okay, great, thanks. I could have just said no to save the money, but it's fine. Now, we do actually want this Strider in Deathwing stack for the mentorship, because right now it's on you. It's on you right now. Nope. Who's getting it? You're getting it. Why? You're a higher rank. I'm confused. We'll change. Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, mentorship, we want everyone to be getting that as best we can. Although I suppose the lieutenant is now benefiting from it. We have a scout coming. We're building the war camp for this, which will be funsies. I mean, I suppose that'll be a source of income. We can cast this. This will affect only our lieutenants at the moment. It was a 50-50 chance of backfire, and we did not backfire. That's a good sign, I think. We got an essence of gold. It's great. We can end our turn. So I think what we're going to do... We could even just go over here. That might be the play. So we... Yeah, what if we do that? So we get this one, right? Then we unpack and come over here to get this, this, and this. And then we can go downtown. Road building. And then we'll get this. I don't care for Lure of the Horde. Okay. Chill episode. It's been pretty interesting to see how many of these series back to back to back to back to back I've had that are just like, oh yeah, War Party. Where I'm in the corner and I'm just vibing. I'm just bing chilling. I think I'm going to let this go. We fought one of these assholes not too long ago. It's fine. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Build a research post because I want to research faster. Here's a question. I actually don't know the answer to this question. If I am over-harvesting something and I pack up, does it retain its status if I get it back in my domain? I think the answer is yes, but I don't actually know. Okay. So next time we can boost the over-harvest here and get back to good times. Keep the good times rolling. So we have claimed an ore, which is fantastic. There's another one over here. And as the nomads, we are over-harvesting this ore, so we will have it for all of eternity once we have harvested it. Once it's in our pockets. Once we've yoinked it from reality. And of course, any node that we do over-harvest is ruined. If anyone wants it for themselves in the future, they're going to have to pay a lot of mana to get it back. That's actually kind of spooky. Wow. Deathwing will stand on his domain. Now, because we have so many scouts already, I think this scout is going to go exploring. Actually, I'm going to manual this for a little bit and bring it down here. I am going to build the trophy store because we are bordering an enemy for the moment. And then probably the bathhouse. Because I have to, and more experience. Do we want a second lieutenant? I want a second strider. We have a lot of, also 2 turns, hello. We have a lot of ranged, or scouts that we're going to be replacing slowly. And then as we replace them, I mean, that's pretty good. I think we'll just grab Restore Strength and Decompose first, though. Help us out in this combat we're about to have. As we replace them, the scouts can go out and explore the map. You know, do scouting things. Of the Horde, Rite of War. We will be getting Master Masons as well. So I guess I'm not going to boost this. We're just going to let it go. Let this naturally over-harvest, and then we'll pack up, move over here. Probably on this. That way we can get this, this, and anything that's down here. Which we're going to dig up right now. I may fight this personally, because who knows what's about to happen here. Nope, it's clean AF. I could have watched it, I suppose, but it's fine. A freezing rod, not too shabby. It's actually good for you, because you have bonus to magic. Alright. Shall we test our raiding prowess? Oh! Okay. Cool. I mean, 1 turn for a bunch of golden food, I'm kind of in. Hello! Okay, this is fun. Let's grab Diggy Dig. I'm literally 5 Imperium short. You hate to see it. Deathwing is grabbing probably Second Wind. More remains. Very nice. More stuff for me to sell when the time comes. In fact... don't need to sell now. We do need frontline, though. So that's a good thing we're going to continue to get. Apex Predators would have gone nuts with this. I was going to do Apex Predators if I was playing the Rabbit, but it just doubles down on the Conqueror food bonus from raiding villages. There's so many. When am I taking over the city? Never. That's why we're leaving. I wasn't defeated, okay? We left of our own volition. Boost. Boost. Cuts. Ah, 4 turns. Did I say 4 turns? 2 turns. What can I build in 2 turns? That's helpful. Nothing. I could probably boost this in 2 turns. Yeah. Especially if I sell corpses. The Wind Warriors don't do damage, but they're not bad. Let's get a raider. A humble raider. Okay. Lieutenants. Dig-a-dig. Draconic Vitality is in. Do we try? You know what? We'll try this. We can summon those things. Again, we get bonuses for non-magic origin units. But it's not bad to have 1 or 2. 1 or 2. The Cataclysm is about to trigger again. It's at 1300 now. Now that we're at level 3. Our little corner of the world is ours. Is it not beautiful to behold? I wonder what's happening over here. That's a golden wonder. Have you ever tasted Ice Spider Matriarch? My shattered aspect. Your hero, Benedictus the Betrayer, asks casually, you wonder where this is going. It is said to be quite sweet and full of invigorating power. Benedictus feigns nonchalance, but you detect the quivering in his voice. He wets his lips. Your raised eyebrow is all the encouragement your hero requires. Legends of this realm say that the flesh of an Ice Spider Matriarch grants you strength and wisdom to its consumer. My shattered aspect, as your devout servant, permit me an Ice Spider Matriarch. We shall share its flesh and its power. Well, we're going in the right direction. I could build a road, and I will in time. But not yet. Environment skills are available. It is the skilled raiders that... The fact that I already have that is actually crazy. Actually crazy. I could pillage this entire city, and I am pretty tempted to do it. But we need to keep clearing for our new unpacking zone. Alright, we've done it. Boost, unpack. Or boost, pack up. Now, when our city is packed up, it is vulnerable. So we're going to have to escort it a little bit. At last, the flesh of the Ice Spider Matriarch is mine. Benedictus the Betrayer grins, baring his teeth voraciously. After gathering a broad selection of powders and tonics, your hero ceremoniously proceeds to prepare the meat of the Ice Spider Matriarch in his quarters. A sordid odor soon permeates your abode. As your courtiers gather in protest, Benedictus reemerges triumphantly, chewing on what looks to be a braised haunch of this Ice Spider Matriarch. I wasn't aware spiders had haunches. He exudes newfound strength. I can already feel its power surging through my veins. I am become your weapon, shattered aspect. Wield me. Okay, free level. Free level for me. I could learn the Spirit Breaker or don't care. I could get 186 gold, also don't care. All units in the stack of Benedictus. Now, normally I think this is the correct play. But most of Benedictus' stack is scouts. So, yoink. I'll take it. I think we take damage. Damage or health? It's damage. What kind of question is that? Alright, so what we're going to do... Oh, you can't. Is the Deathwing is going to hang out here. You're going to come here. And 2 scouts are leaving this stack to fulfill their destiny. Cool. Well, of all the freaking things I could have opened, I didn't want it to be that one. It looks like our little corner of the world here, ooh, is a free city. That means it's something to pillage and raze to the ground. We'll yoink this, because it'll start the Silver Tongue process. And then we'll grab it. Benedictus is leveled up. I think we are going to grab the Experience Leader now. Draconic Vitality is ready, and because the Cataclysm has triggered, we're going to cast this. This will give our culture plus 5 hit point regeneration per world map on the turn, plus 3 hit points per unit rank, and plus 3 hit points per hero level up to level 10. With a 60% chance to backfire, we get reduced mana income. We got an Essence. Benedictus has gained a level renown. It literally does not matter for us. Guildmistress Irida Ironmouth of the Free City Anvil looks at you, disgusted. How can you be so evil? How can you sleep whilst those before you cower in fear? I may not have a chance of defeating you, but I have a responsibility to all the people on this realm to stand up to you. May the combined forces of good bring your evil reign to an end. Alright. You may have noticed that was a tall mole woman. Pay no mind. We're going to learn together, team. This is going to be a scientific experiment. On how this works. I will send out scouts to find our friends. Here's our little city. This city does grow, as you do. Because we're tier 2, we have 2 little boats next to each other. If we were to be attacked at this very moment, it would instantly trigger a siege battle. There'd be no sieging involved. It would just instantly be an attack on the city. Wow, what a wonderful cartography nest. Now, as our culture, we can't over-harvest these wonders, but we can still capture... We can still capture them to benefit from them and, pop down an outpost to hold them when we eventually pack up and move to greener pastures. So that's worth keeping in mind. That's why I did ultimately grab the Master Masons. And by I mean military engineering. And we are going to grab Master Masons. Right? Wait for it. Now. And I think I was right to want to build on this. Unpack. Okay. Who wants to join Deathwing? You can. I might send you out to scout. Like, we have this scout that we're manually controlling. Maybe I send out a... Oh, I meant to go here. Dig. Let's do an auto scout. Good job, auto scout. Let's go into the corner. Is there a pickup there? Huh. Now that we have unpacked our glorious city, in a moment, we'll be able to instantly expand to all of the provinces that we had population for when we packed up. It's actually a really fluid system. They did have to make a change with how the expansion UI works to make this fluid, and I am so very glad they did. Why are you going here, Scout? I don't know. But knowledge? I do need a farm still. Oh, right. Oh, I can't take that. Oh. I might also be auto exploring. I can't build undergrounds. This is a bug. A bug I will exploit, don't get it twisted. Huh. Well, I have one farm. Okay. Probably... It's adorable, but probably not worth it, I gotta be honest. Guess we'll grab a second Dust Weaver. This might be an easy auto. We'll see how the AI does. Oof, okay. Okay. I believe this is the just deal damage to my face. It is. All non-floating and non-flying attacking units suffer 20 physical damage. Also, kind of good news. I say kind of because, well, I can kind of use my left arm a little bit. I'm in a sling right now because it's been really hurting. But I can kind of, in this current state, at least move the camera around a little bit. So, hooray! Not entirely useless. I still think I need to hold, like, maybe the herbivore. Healing, of course, is, you know, the ideal. Don't do it. The ideal utilization for it. But maybe it's just like, as I'm going out to attack, you know, I can recover from some chip damage or grab a random buff. And then go? I don't know. Come to me, and you will see. So as our cultural shooty unit, they have the opening shot, which is nice. But they also have Windstrider, which is just a free teleport. It also gives him fortune. Kind of want to do it. I was kind of hoping it would let me shoot the giant. Incredible. Round 2. Fight. Beautiful. Never punished. Can you get a shot on anything? No. Okay. If I do this, can you go where I think you can go? Oh! I think I want to do this. Because I'm in defense mode. Very nice. So the lieutenants, I forgot to mention, these are our units from the Tome of the Warbound. They're... Can I open your pad thing? They're okay fighters. They're brawlers. What they're really here for are two things. First of all, they can discern weakness, which will target an enemy unit and all units of that type. So if you're fighting a, you know, a doom stack of 5 bone dragons, all bone dragons would be inflicted with 2 sundered defense for 3 turns and 2 sundered resistance for 3 turns. Additionally, yeah, they have repeating melee attack, whatever. They have the Lieutenant's Lead, where when this unit attacks, a random friendly unit within 2 hexes gains strength for 3 turns, and when this unit enters defense mode, a random friendly unit within 2 hexes gains bolstered defense and bolstered resistance. So having one, you know, in your stack is usually not a bad idea for just leading your army, as it were. So you can discern weakness, and this is a leave with 1, so you can discern that weakness, I guess. I was going to attack, but I think I was going to defend. Okay. Now, we're already at a 60% backfire. Oh, those things... Wait a minute. Ah! We're losing a lieutenant here. I'm actually shocked he didn't go for the... I think these guys have a stab where they go through 3 units. Yeah, this. Kind of shocked he didn't go for that. Well. Reaction. Shoot. I would cast a spell, but I don't. Free action? Shoot. I don't think that's a good call. Reaction. I like how the plans are all just lined up here for me to benefit from. Cool. Well, I think Deathwing is definitely going to breathe here. I just don't know how he's going to do it. Oh, boohoo, I'm taking one jank here. I was hoping he could hit everybody. I'd have to move here. That's a terrible position to be in. What if we go here? Perfect. Okay. Boo, Crystal Reflection. So we can give momentum to you, and then kill you. I guess that's why you do momentum, huh? I wasn't sure. Like why they would have a momentum thing, but they can give momentum to range units, so then they don't have to move to get the benefit. That's pretty nice. I like that. Wow. I was supposed to say you can't move 1 tile further, and like, yes, they can. They can move 1 tile further. Look at that. Good on them. Let me eat that real quick. Need to eat my Wheaties. As it were. Oh yeah, fat heal. Man, I think we just shoot this, don't we? Cool. Not too shabby. We could even probably just auto from here, but I'll control this until the very end so I can take credit. I want to take credit for greatness. So we did lose the lieutenants. That's unfortunate, but these have charge resist, so that probably isn't going to do anything. This is to kill for some reason. Still not a kill. Okay, there we go. Yeah, lost lieutenants. Kind of a shame, but again, the lieutenants are really not meant to be frontliners. They're just supporters, you know? They're here to support. Cheer you on to do your best. The Fire Wyvern mounts. Very cool. The second custom hero I have actually really wants that. Alright, I believe in you. Cool. I believed in you. And you did it. So proud of you. Alright, we have the Summon Wyvern Fledgling if we want it. Rapid Evolution. Now here's the real question. Oh, I do want this. I answered my own question. The reason we want this is because it says units that evolve and units that have evolved. Now, right now, we're just talking about wyverns and slither hatchlings. But there are dragons in this game that we're going to be having. And, yeah. It looks like they only partially fixed this bug. There was a bug in an earlier build where every time you unpacked, or you packed up and then unpacked, it would randomize your city name to a random nomad city name. And it looks like they've fixed it. Kind of. It still shows up over here. But, you know, kind of fixing it is good enough, I suppose. You acquire the Silver Tongue Fruit and the Blood Glass, and it looks like it did retain its over-harvesting progress. That's fantastic. We can get another hero. Here's our other hero who wants that thing. But there's another hero. From the Holy Toledo, that's expensive. $55. So we have to wait 10 turns to get my boy. That's quite the wait. Quite the wait indeed. Seer Gekota Miraculous of the Spire of Souls, since you shrink, appeals to your honor regarding her deceased hero Samara Miraculous resting in your crypt. The feud between Spire of Solace and your empire has been relentless. We grieve for the fallen Samara Miraculous, and would regard it as a sign of benevolence if you honored her death and returned her remains to us. So if we deliver from the crypt, they'll get just plus 100. Just plus 100. If we say no, they'll be upset. Don't they freaking hate me? I wish I could check. Okay, we're at minus 600. So I would be at minus 500. Or I can insult her. No. It'll be my reminder of your impertinence. I am a chosen destroyer. We haven't forgotten this, have we? Also, that is a Rose Knight. Rude. I'd say I'm shocked that that didn't kill anything, but I'm not really. Oh yeah, War Party. Also, as the Nomads, we can reabsorb any province we expend. If we wanted to. So, like, once we absorb this Blood Glass, we can undo this for some farms. If we wanted to. I don't know if we do. I kind of like having all this knowledge for a brief moment. Just a little bit of clearing. We are pretty much legends. Wait. Ooh. That could be good. I can complete your ambition next turn. And that helps a lot. I think the instructor is so strong now with the new changes. Because there are not many sources of just percentage and experience increase. Because it increases everything. The 10 passive, the mentorship 40, the palisade 15, and of course the combat XP, which is indeterminate. I need 2 legend. Do I have 2 legend? Okay, we're not quite there yet. We're almost there. A full... Okay, I was supposed to say, surely it's just full army, right? Yeah. Well, let's deal with this graveyard. Maybe we can see what this free city here has in store for us. I'm assuming... Okay. I imagine it's going to be as bad, if not worse, than what's above. Because I think this is a higher tier free city than the Spire of Solace. But we'll see. We do have Might Makes Right turned on. So there might be a possibility of... something. I didn't mean to press that button. I meant to press this one, but okay. Go here, go here, go here, go here, go here. You can do this. I need to go down the, I need to get the regeneration as well. Oh, okay. We're fine. Big chillin'. Yes, line up for the tail swipe, please. Yeah, no. No tail swipe. I'm gonna eat this. Bullshit defense. Cool, great. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, I'm thinking of what to do with the lieutenants. So we could get some... Like, we could do this. This is the most value for this little thing. This trait. Aw, Deathwing wasn't close enough. And Deathwing is going to tail swipe. Oh. Oh, 65. That's why we go Chaos, ladies and gentlemen. For the crit chance. We're going to have a lot of crit chance. We're going to have only crit chance. We're going to be as swimming in crit chance. We go for the freeze. Not a lot of plants here, which kind of makes sense. Go over here. Grant you momentum. Shoot. Kind of a shame we're not going to get the Tome of the Watcher. Boom. Crit, crit, crit. Aww. You died to a scout. Scrub. We're gonna go here so we can send in Deathwing's Glory. Also, if you're fighting a Necromancer, you'd want to do this immediately. I am happy to report there is no Necromancer in this playthrough. And honestly, I didn't even try to do that when I was making the list of characters. I tried to pick characters that were relevant, but also that I haven't done before and that you may not expect. Which was an interesting challenge, but as I was coming up with that list, there was no Necromancer involved. And that kind of makes sense because, after all, tell them only that the Lich King is dead, and that Bolvar Fordragon died with him. So yeah, no necromancy. Also, that is an incredible ring for a dragon. Because they're large targets, they tend to get shot by everything. Now it's 60% harder. That might even just be his ring to the end of the game. And I'm not joking. Oh yeah, Storm Spirit. Oh yeah, you can walk on lava. Is there a pickup down here? There's a pickup up top, but is it a pickup or is it a... They're fights. Although... Now that I have something that can walk on lava, it can build roads for my units to walk on lava. And don't worry, we will, in time, have an army that doesn't care about lava. I need more frontline. More wind waver. Windy boys. Benedictus! I don't think we go reincarnate. I think we go polymorph. We can do a bit of YOLO rolls for funsies. Do we call forth the assistance of Blackhorn, or do I wait? I am going to want to spend my Imperium. Alright, sure. So this is Blackhorn. Warmarshal Blackhorn was one of the Twilight Hammer's Drake Riders that escorted Deathwing in his assault on Wormrest Temple. Although he fell in battle, Deathwing's corrupted blood has carried his spirit to fight anew. Warmarshal Blackhorn was just a boss fight. He was just a Tauren that showed up for the boss fight. That's pretty much it. He is a warrior, right? A defender, yeah. So the defenders... Oh, I don't remember how this works. Someone came up with a perfect talent tree for them. It was mid, right? I normally don't use taunt. We're taunting gamers, I think. Everyone's going chaos, by the way. I hope no one is surprised. So the Defender, they kind of have two different philosophies. One is more of like the shield variant, and the Warmarshal did have a shield. He did. So maybe I should do this, but I, of course, am an enjoyer of the polearm variety, which is this tree if you wanted to really get into it. But what someone came up with was they ran it down mid to grab all of the stat boosts and get both Tireless Retaliator and Defensive Masters. And I think I'm just going to follow that. I don't remember how they did it, but they did it. I think we have to get these because there's no other damage bonus here. It's all just raw, thick defense. So we grab Foraging Training, then we'll grab Taunt, Vigor, Resistance, and we're going to go down this side. We don't even need Rallying Cry if we can't get it. Oh! Scouts report that a Beast Wrangler traded the wilderness for your domain and has set up camp east of Maelstrom. We have yet to see him with our own eyes, my shattered aspect. You detect admiration in your scout's voice. But we have found his camp and the many creatures he keeps there. The Wrangler Ogre has a reputation for selling them as mounts to whoever has the coin for these prized beasts. You consider what additions would benefit your stable. The Beast Wrangler is expected to reside in your domain for 15 turns before settling off. So the Beast Wrangler... he does have something funny. The Beast Wrangler sells mounts. The costs here have been adjusted, reduced pretty much. He can sell individual mounts that we could purchase for our collection, but honestly, does it make sense to spend 100 gold to get 3 gold per turn? Not really, no. But he also sells contracts, which don't make sense for our culture either. But these would give us basically the society trait effect of one of these mounts. I really don't care at all. We do have the starting polearm for the Warmarshal, although this is the scavenger weapon. And what I mentioned earlier was the Warmarshal is mounted when he first meets you. He, as the little lore thing said, he was a Twilight Drake rider, and he escorted Deathwing to the final battle. But you can't be mounted and use a halberd at the same time. So I don't know. I mean, mana is not bad. Neither is knowledge. I need to raise a bloody city. Here, little scout boy. You're going to go over here, and you're going to see what you can see. And we're going to grab... There's Force March. We're going to grab Skilled Raiders. Faux show. Because we are Skilled Raiders. This is the new one. Arcane Artisans is whatever. Alright, so now we pillage in one turn, which is so funny. So good. So pretty. There's a pickup there. Fantastic. I want to go in. I want to go in. I want to go in. I'm going in. Oh, wait. We're going in. I see 3. This is a tier 4 city, my friends. We should have a war party coming our way. Yeah, there it is. Maybe we go back. Maybe we'll play around a little bit and just pillage. Still need one more legend unit for the quests. This guy's getting pumped. Yeah. Look at that. Incredible. Where's the note here? It's way over there. Holy crap. Environmental skills available. We got it. Yes, great. Fantastic. Let me pillage you. So yeah, this is really the danger of Chosen Destroyer. Like, until we get a full Doom stack, we really can't do anything. I have to go back and stop this. Especially on high world threat. Like, if we were on normal world threat, both of these cities would have been raised already. Well, probably I would have raised the Spire of Solace and then gotten stuck up there and not come down here, so I wouldn't have even seen the city. Yeah. So let's grab this first. Fantastic. And see what's cooking in here. Holy Toledo. So, good news. If they don't attack me, which they may not, I think I can attack this stack and take whatever comes at me. Spoilers. What's Master of Constructs? Iron Golem, Ironclad, Cascading Commands. This would be a tough fight, but I think it's doable. Although I imagine they have Ballista and crap. We would be really counting on... Am I doing this? This is so dumb. Who's out there? Raiding party. I have 11. That's funny. Siegebreaker. We probably... They do have the Ballista. That's really scary. Probably undermine the walls. Oh, I imagine... Who's a Siegebreaker? Probably freaking Deathwing. We can hang out with you, I guess. I don't know what this guy's doing, but we did get the blood glass, so that's fun. So we can reabsorb this. Oh, but then it would break this and... Well, it could be done. Just know that it could be done. If you really wanted to. If you really cared. 3 farms. I don't know where you're going. Look at that. It's 20 drafts for our city. Oh, my scout's doing something up here. What do you see with your scoutish eyes? I want to go here too. When you think about it, it's so crazy that the scavengers can just bring ancient wonders with them. Although they don't get the Imperium. Oh, it's just a soul. Okay. Although somebody did ruin that. Oh, it's Astral Barons. I see. Does that mean there's a fated region here? Could be nearby. Well. That was some nice money. We get our next research. The final research. I think we will grab the Wayfinder enchantment. Keep our scouts alive for all of eternity. It looks like they're not going to attack me. Which is probably wise. Although I'm too afraid. I'm too scared. I don't want to leave. We'll stay here just in case. Oh, I'm being chased. Wait a minute. Are you really going to attack me and draw them out of the city? That would be funny. I need one more quarry. I think we're going to leave that alone for now. One more quarry for the Mana Obelisk, but I think we just want to get a farm. I think we want to farm. I mean, like, most importantly, the farm lets us grow. You know? And that's pretty important. I think... You know what? I think this is more important than Mana Obelisk. I do want this, but we're about to get... It's about to Cataclysm. Maybe we can get a little wyvern in our pocket. Fruitful integration. That's not important. I am now very evil. These guys appear to be chasing my army for whatever reason. So here's the plan. I am going to restack. I'm going to summon my little wyvern fledgling and hope this guy attacks me and draws this and this stack out of the army. Out of the city. If I have to fight a full... Okay. A full 6-stack. Full triple 6-stack. I will be a little sad. Through fate or blind luck, the currents of change and chaos bring your attention to a chilling scene. A frost giant and its frost-ridden followers are slowly turning the area around them to ice. They freeze the earth, beast, and man alike, leaving behind a desolate, lifeless wasteland. All will to live, movement, and impulse is quenched, as if the entire region had become frozen in time. Will you stop these ice creatures before they freeze everything within their grasp? Another chaos quest? Okay. We'll have to do that later. I'm a little busy. Deathwing has leveled up, and we are going to get our transformation of chaos. This will give us 15 hit points, +1 defense, +1 resistance, the infernal fiend unit type, vicious killer, and terrifying aura. The other choice, we could go Materium. We could go Primal. But I think I've been both of these, so let's be a bit chaotic, shall we? Chaos Empowerment is probably what we're getting from this. And I think we will grab the Cleaving Sweep. Now I have 2 AoEs. We're also going to summon our Wyvern Fledgling. My Whispering Stone output is reduced by 50%. Great. Wyvern Fledgling is one of the creatures that was changed to a magic fighter. And like the Wyvern Fledgling, all of the Wyvern variants were also changed to magic fighter variants. So, this will not... Interesting. How do I want to do this? I want to say, for reasons unbeknownst to me, that if this free city attacks me, it will draw in somebody from Anvil. Because they're both at war with me. I think that's how that works, but it's not saying that's how it works. So do I kill this free city now on my turn? Cataclysm is struck somewhere. Oh, I might have triggered that. Who cares? I'm already evil. I guess we wait and see what happens. Because if this one can pull the other stacks out of the city, I will be obliged, I guess. I don't know. This stack looks a lot easier to kill, though. Even though it's a lot of constructs and spears. I think it's easier than the Mystic City. Things get a little spicy up top, it sounds like. Lots of turns being taken. It looks like this is, in fact, just me and her. Okay. Well, didn't go at all, I expected. I think we can take that. It's just one unit I have to be careful with. And Blackhorn, of course, got a little wounded in the process, but... I think this is going to be pretty spicy. Wayfinder enchantment is in... We got the Death Calling Staff of Revelry. Huh. Here's the question. Is that better than the Staff of the Wanderer? $777. That's 21. 1313. That's 26. Cosmic Rescue is a leave 1 AP, heal and teleport. Revelry is a 1 hex radius, rally, and regen. I think we take this. Well, I think the staff is the other one's more effective against like damage channels, but okay. We get to pick our first tier 2 tome. Now, I actually have a special surprise at tier 2. We're going to have to wait for next episode because our first tier 2 tome is the Tome of the Sandstalker. So this is the DLC tome, of course. And honestly, it doesn't help me a lot right at this very moment. But, you know, it will.
Most call the desert a perilous place. A death trap without water, food, or shelter. We call it home. We are the mirage in the heat. We are the raiders in the wind. Our steel stings with venom, kindred with the scorpion. We are the ones that call the sandstorm. We are the Sandstalkers.
So there are a few... This tome is very synergistic with itself. And it kind of orients around the Dune Stalker's transformation. Because with this bound transformation, we get Sand Walk, Sand Camouflage, and when on sand terrain, we gain very fast movement in combat and 20% flanking damage. 20% bonus damage on a shock unit that already gets 20% bonus per hex traveled with 20% from momentum is kind of just a continuously scaling shenanigans. And then the Venom Blades, of course, it has the weaken and poison chance to hit, but then it deals additional bite damage when you flank. I think you're getting this the trend here. The Cataclysm has struck, so we're going to cast the Rapid Evolution enchantment, granting experience and slip away to our units that evolve and units that have evolved. We're going to get some backfire here. My knowledge is reduced. No! Alright. Anything else? Okay. Let's pop. This is our risky battle. I think I'm going to fight this myself, but let's see how the AI does. For the sake of time, it'd be great if they did great here. But for the sake of cool shit, oh my goodness. Alright. Let's see if I can do better. This is going to be our first city that we raise for our chosen destroyer. This is the beginning of Deathwing's Ascent. Look how cool I am. Oh! Deathwing's Ascent to Glory. When I picked all of these cosmetic stuff, I really wanted... I had the Fiend enchantment in mind, so I knew where we were going. And I wanted to make sure that it looked cool with the Fiend enchantment. And by golly gee, ladies and gentlemen... if I do say so myself, I fucking nailed it. Pat him back right there, Fabe. Just pat yourself on the back there. Okay. Now then, because the enemy has a whopping 0 ranged units, they are coming to me, which is nice. I appreciate that. So we are going to gather up and get ready for a fighting. Does anyone need to be healed? You do. Do we go for an instant heal? No, I don't think we do. I think that heal is too important. So we're going to get bomb blasted. Oh, cool. By the ballista. I hate those things. 80 HP is not too shabby on this guy. So we could go... I mean, maybe we go in. We'll see. We're all huddled together for safety because of that. Ow, it hurts. And again! I'm too weak. So what are your stats like? 10-5. Yeah. Okay. Okay. (9-3). Now see, this is why we need magic fighters. I got a comment. Okay, where's my healer? Give a cleanse. Shh. I forgot about this song already. I was. I got a comment about when these changes were coming in. It was basically like, so if you're fighting the industrious culture, which I do quite often, are you just fucked if you know, there are bastions all around you and you have they've killed your this poor character. Come to me. Be mended, my son. So he's standing on something, and I can't eat it. Huh. That's unfortunate. Also, he has Charge Shock Immunity. Are you just fucked? And I think the answer is yes. But we're going to find out together on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z. Because I have a special industrious culture character just for you. The idea is actually so funny. I had a fantastic idea. It was perfect. And then, as I thought about it a little bit longer, I came up with an even better idea. And that's what we're cooking with. Very unfortunate about this. Like, I knew they were going to be a problem. I didn't think they were going to be them in the room. You know what? I'm a dum-dum. Because I could have done this first, and it will affect a whole legion of them. Look, even across the map. Okay, cool. 25, don't do friendly fire, please. I don't care if you miss, but no friendly fire. We are full speed ahead. Away from the enemy. Full speed ahead. Retreat. I mean, advance in the opposite direction. We're not retreating. Hopefully Blint's not dead here. Oh, Blint. Deathway. Oh, okay, that's not cool. Okay. Yeah, so you're not the only one with first strike, bitch. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by 2 polearms as I run up to this guy that taunted me. Good tail swipe, though. Okay. Alrighty. That's a good kill. I like that kill. It's a great kill. I like this damage, too. Okay, you kill. Perfect. Okay. I have so many actions to take, and I don't know how to take them correctly. So we can go here. I could hop for a little more health. I think this guy's going here. Are we hopping for a little more health? I think we are. I think you're coming here. I'm going to momentum you. And hit him. And then you're going to smack the shit out of him. Now, a slight concern is that our rear is open. So I think you're going to go here and just hold it down. He has slip away now because of our enchantment, so we're gonna waddle over here. Give me momentum. 65. I think we take the 65 team. Or I had to shoot this bitch. 60. 60 enough? 60 is enough. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Run her down. Alrighty. No more enchantments. And we can sprint and cancel you. Okay. That's good. That's great. Striking. What are you doing? Don't know yet. Let's stay focused on the task at hand. I think we do this again. No, we don't. Because it's not that. Can I rescue Blint somehow? If I can kill this, which is very unlikely, but if I can, I can decompose it. I like that. You roll these 50s. And they were all flawless. What about you? Almost. Okay. We're looking for the decompose. We got it. Okay, we get a little regen to Blint. That's fantastic. I think we're going to move over here to try and polymorph one of these. Roll 25. Miss. It's okay. It's okay. Now, this is our magic fighter. Magic fighters are not very tanky. That's their weakness. They're meant to be little squishy boys. So I think I'm going to actually defend with him because I'm a little worried about what's coming his way. This could hit him. This could come over here and hit him. This could come around and hit him. This could shoot him. Not a bad. Okay. Let's see how we do. How are you casting spells? I thought that bug was fixed. There's a bug where Free City leaders could still cast spells when they're dead. But I thought it was rectified. That appears to not be the case. Okay, big damage. Let's go Blackhorn. My Warmarshal. Okay, they're not attacking the fighter. They're going for him. That's okay. He's a little low. I have a feeling that any spell I cast is going to be more of a detriment than a boon to me right now. So I'm not casting any spells. We're just raw dogging it. You have taunted Deathwing, the destroyer of worlds. So, I mean, that's going how it's going to go for you, bud. Okay. I mean, once we figure out what's going on over here, I think we're in a good spot. I think the first solution is to get this guy out of here. He's in the way. He's a distraction. I would love to hit the Iron Golems with this, but I believe we only have one lieutenant right now. That's something I'm going to have to rectify. No more. Shoot. Good crits. That's from our fortune. We do have a heal. We could pull this guy out to get him in again. Or we pull out the Blackhorn. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. 48% for Frozen. 48% for Polymorph. I believe I am slippery. No? Fighter, evolution, dragon, animal, flying, not slippery. We have slip away, but we're not slippery. I just think this is such strong damage that I should take it. Especially when I crit. So you can waddle over here, kill this. Now, Shield Boy, get over here. Take this. I think our little Spirit Elemental is dead. We go for the Poly. I like the polyplay. I no longer like the polyplay. So I think Deathwing has this on lock. So we're gonna get started here. Move here. And just defend. Good hits. I mean, I could have attacked if I did this, but I wanted to break his defense mode for this. Although this guy's still defending, but... I mean, what are you gonna do? Alright, Deathwing's done. His problem has disappeared, you could say. And golem down. Do we contribute to this? I guess we can. This side is about to be cleaned up. So let's start heading this way to deal with this problem. We are max morale. I wish there was a better way we could, you know, make use of that. I'd love to cast a spell, but I guarantee you there will be backfiring. Oof, that guy is so dead, but he does have slip away. Will the AI commit to going after him? Oh, he slipped away right next to that guy, though. Yeah. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Easy come, easy go. The Wyvern has taken a little bit of damage, but it is now in Draconic Rage. So... Deathwing. My Dragon Lords. Oh. I saw a kill. I'm like, yes! And I'm like, wait. That's my boy. Okay. We have a Rejuve ready for the team, and I think we take it. I could earn that first for Strengthen, but no big deal. We could have jumped somewhere, but I feel like this is an okay spot. We have a heal, and we can give it to you. We can wait, actually. Hold on. So we can duke it out with our Draconic Rage, and then I can pull him in. And by pull him in, I obviously mean just up a little bit. We're adjacent, so no pulling happening. Okay. I think the Warmarshal is going to have to just vibe again. Someone's going to have to help him. He is not doing well. Like, I'd love to heal him, but I know that's just going to make everything worse. Does he run? No. Why, my War Marshal ain't no craven dog. I can come over here and try and distract this. Okay. The enemy wavers. So we've lost 1 unit, 2 units. We have distracted the Iron Golem successfully, though. Good grace. It looks like we're going to get out of this with minimal injuries. This was not a good distraction. It didn't work. Could go over here. Okay. Now begins the shooting. We tickle these little things. Real? Good kill. I think once we kill the, once we break the iron golems, these will run. Which we're working on. Slow process. I mean, you want some momentum, bud? There you go. Cool. Breathe on him, Deathwing! So, next level for Deathwing gives him his improved breath. And because we're going down the path of chaos, that should add fire damage to him. Oh, there's an obstacle right here, I think. That was why I chose to be... Whoops. That's why I chose to go Materium for the start. Because I wanted to have dual damage breaths. Because usually I just go, okay, I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be a Chaos Dragon. We'll start with Chaos, and then we'll just have more Chaos. But, started Materium, then we're adding the Chaos onto it. Which is more lore accurate for our Deathwing boy. Alright. Because these things don't break, we're going to sit here. We'll triple speed this. As we slowly, gently break the golems that refuse to die. Cool. The enemy flees, but this is their only city, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna burn it to the ground. So we lost 2 units. The Seer of the Mass, of the Murderer's Mass. Okay, this should be an easy auto. I'm gonna take it. I can summon a new one. Boom. 960 gold and 180 food. Hold on. So are we getting... So when this raise... let's think about this like this. When we raise this... 1,000 food. Is some of that calculation coming from this? Because, like, I can start this and do that. He can't quite reach it. Math? Maybe we cheesed it. Maybe we didn't. Blackhorn has leveled up. You've done great, my Warmarshal. I really need to keep going down this line, but I also want to get this and this. Although he doesn't have many units in his stack right now, but he will. As it gets some more defense for him. And I suppose you can have this for now. We got more remains to sell. Great. And I did say I could get another one. I'm not sure why the Free Cities, you know, invading force came right at me, but I'm not complaining too hard. Now that we are tier 3, we can acquire our champion. Look at this Giga Chad. Incredible. He, too, is a shock unit. But I suppose we should... Well, we can take a quick... This will be a quick little sneak peek here. So, of course, he has a shock unit, a charge attack. He's image per travel hex, blah, blah, blah. Counts defense mode, restoration, sunder defense. A 90% chance of inflicting 2 sunder defense. And he enters the storm stance. Oh, he goes on different stances. So what does storm stance do? Storm stance. This unit has 1 defense and 1 resistance. Lost when this unit enters wind stance, which comes from this, which is a repeating attack. The knockback combo. 3rd attack in a turn pushes the target back 1 hex. Enter wind stance. This unit has slippery and swift. Oh. Okay. So like the idea is when you run at him, you charge him down, you deal big damage, and then you enter a defensive stance. Which, +1 defense, +1 resistance is half of defense mode. +2, +2. And of course, you're not immune to flanking, and you don't have a zone of control over all hexes, whatever. And then, if the target hasn't fled or isn't dead, you can then do a repeated attack on it, and then you will enter wind stance, which lets you move farther. No, you can ignore slow attacks, and you can escape from opportunity attacks. Very interesting. I mean... Do we just make a whole stack of champions? They seem pretty good to me. We'll get cooking on them. Queuing is almost never worth it, but why not? The Grand Bazaar is our SPI from the Sandstalker Tome. It's a mine, but it gives us gold and more golden food per sand. There's not a lot of sand right now, but we can make more sand. And of course, as the cataclysms run rampant, there will be more sand. Because the astral barons that they leave behind dissolve into sand. Our little scouts out and about doing the work of, well, us. And, yeah, waiting our turn to see our consequences, but I have a feeling that we're going to be moving on quite happily. I think we can clear this stuff out to try and look for more nodes. Oh, there's an infestation. These are the fractured infestations that Call to Chaos does not work on. The reason is because, as you can see, a lot of these spawn. Yeah, they're going to be everywhere. And the devs... Are these unguarded? Oh. The devs quickly noticed that you could field an entire army of fractured units if you had that, as they kind of like flooded the world. So, yeah. As this was an independent free city, no one is going to come defend it, so we can let it raise. And I think we want to head to our next victim. No! Wow, that's like the worst one. We can head to our next victim, the Spire of Solace. Wow. 65 per turn. You know what? We have a... I still only have 1 legendary. Ow! Soon. Once we can get this guy being a trainer, oh, it's going to be wyvern after wyvern after wyvern. By the way, this is a ruined wonder. We couldn't go in it. It was bugged and already cleared. But basically, it provides less resources than a not ruined wonder. We only get 1 production per research post in the city. And we get a Spirit Hawk instead of presumably something else. We can, if we had 2 Order Affinity, we could spend 600 mana to restore it. We do not have any Order Affinity, and we are never going to have any Order Affinity. So, you know, I pressed and turn again. I mean, should we just... If I'm right here. Should we just clear this? We're right here. You know? It's the least I could do. You're a Magical Origin, aren't you? Yeah. We did a Magical Origin playthrough with Blint before the patch. But, of course, now we're kind of leaning away from that with Prolific Swarmers. But the vast majority of our faction will not be Magic Origin. Have a unit reach Exalted rank. And we met our first and only opponent and it's the one that was a secret. So you are the Shattered Aspect, Deathwing, the World Breaker. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. So because I chose not to go with the Killer Rabbit of Cabernog, I wanted to add him in as not really an apology, but, just like I acknowledge his existence. So he leads our enemies, the vermin who were not transformed by the blood of Deathwing and became Gigachads. Well, they remained vermin, and now they have united under the Killer Rabbit. The Killer Rabbit of Cabernog is the most foul, cruel, and bad-tempered rodent with a vicious streak a mile wide. The Knights of Camelot came to its domain in search of the Holy Grail and found only its endless wrath. In the end, King Arthur invoked the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch to end its murderous rampage, but the rabbit was simply too angry to die. Instead, the Holy Hand Grenade has sent its enraged spirit to the vermin of Azeroth, a lesser humanoid race scrambling to survive in the aftermath of the Cataclysm. With this new life, the Killer Rabbit will pave the path for survival in the only way it knows how: unbridled violence. So this, of course, is a meme from the classic Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And looks like he already has Bread for War. He seems to have a Blood Mage back there as well. He has the Underground Adaptation, the Hideous Stench, and the Quick Reflexes. So he's harder to hit, and he reduced the resistance save effect. To get all of these points, I did make him Careless. The Vermin of Azeroth are not, shall we say, organized, or even remotely sentient, to be honest. But, yeah. I just realized a change I made that I didn't make somewhere else. It's fine. Yeah, the vermin are... There's really not much about them. In fact, they don't even show up in the Cataclysm expansion. They show up in the next expansion, Mists of Pandaria. But we're just assuming, the world's sundered, it's fine, they're out and about. And the only thing that we really know about them is that they like to eat vegetables, and they hate turnips. That's why I'm an herbivore. But you might say, why is the Killer Rabbit not an herbivore? That's because he is ritual cannibals and apex predators. So they no longer eat vegetables, they are now carnivorous. I planned for that. Also, he is the nomad scavenger. So not only is this the vermin that did not become draconic, he is the opposite of us. I was a little worried about what a map would look like with two nomads slurping up its resources. But I figured it's a very large map and he'll be far enough away from us that it won't really matter. Maybe depending on where we met him, that might not be true. If the shared affinity... Yeah, he's also Chaos. I could give him a gift for the funsies. We both enjoy violence. It looks like I have not triggered the Cataclysm, or he doesn't think I've triggered the Cataclysm. He himself is a demonic warlord. He likes empires that break treaties. He likes empires that execute prisoners. He dislikes empires with vassals. He dislikes empires that have many alliances. He appears to know only me, yours truly. Oh. This is a full-blown city rabbit. I shouldn't do this. This is a free raise. Oh, I shouldn't do it. I can't do it. No, this is too painful. Oh, that's in the way. But that's why you don't leave those alone. That is a free raise if I just step on it. Also, can I do this now? I can. You go here. You go here. Boom. So now Benedictus has completed his major ambition and he is a trainer. So while army leader, all non-hero units in the army gain 25% increased experience percentagely. That's not a word. So, if we keep summoning little wyverns, we're going to want to throw them onto him. And we're going to clear this. This should be an easy auto. We can finish the events. Call it a day. With the frost creatures gone, their magical ice starts to melt. Icicles shatter and water drips as the cold fades away, revealing various objects that had been locked in the ice. You see weapons, gold, and a stack of books. But as the ice melts, chaos and decay make up for lost time. For you can see the objects deteriorate in front of your very eyes. You have to choose fast. What reward do you choose to save before chaos reduces it to astral dust? So we have the marking shooter. Hey, the vampire knives. 200 gold. Or the Tome of Knowledge. Or mana. Knowledge! Okay, so he's coming from up here. I think, isn't this a faded region? I don't know. Hey team, I can press the button one more time, right? I really want to press the button one more time. Is there another node for me to harvest? Not yet. So we can... 1, 2... Oh, we're packing! Okay, is there anything that could be helpful for me? I mean, I guess we can get 2 turns of growth. Sure. Why not? We're gonna pack up. We have 2 turns, so we'll build Imperium building. More essence. Benedictus has done well. Congratulations. I'm gonna press intern so we can see this fat income. It was like 900 and 1,000. So, me rating these, did that change the outcome here? I know that some of the raising talents are affected by currently unpillaged provinces, but I don't know if the baseline raising is one of those. But maybe it'll show the income here. It was like 980, so we'd go to a little spirit. It didn't show it here, but I think we got it. Cool. And we got an alarming amount of food, honestly. So what we're gonna do is gonna tank our stability. But just for now, we're gonna grab the smelter mine. This is minus 15, or minus 20, excuse me. Well, it's minus 15 for the lava. Penalty for just being in lava. But aren't these really cool? Don't worry, we will one day change that. So, I think we're coming down here. Let's get a scout. Not you. I want to put... I have a scout. It's fine. Get another one. I'm doing too much. I need to press the... I need to end. Here's our champion. Look at them. We talked about him earlier. Isn't he beautiful? And next time, we'll see him slaughter the world. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the reign, the beginning of Deathwing's reign. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you next time as the Chosen Destroyer begins to destroy.